The war has moved from Mr. Lamidi Apapa, yourself, Mr. Arabambi, against Julius Abura and his team, to now you, Julius Abura, against Peter Obi and the obedient movement. Is that what we're dealing with?
Yes, that is what we are dealing with presently now.
Hey, my people, wonder they say shall never end. This one now is a game of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. My people, finally, the truth is out. So right now, Julius Abura, Apapa, and the Arabambi, they are now fighting Peter Obi. Hey, we said it here before that it's high time for Peter Obi to leave Labour Party. Like, everyone is even tired of Labour Party because what is happening there, come 2027, if Peter Obi is still in Labour Party, I don't know how Peter Obi is going to win the presidential election 2027. I think this is a red light for Peter Obi to see that a lot of enemy, they are there to sabotage or even destroy his ambition of becoming president of Nigeria. It is even better for Peter Obi to go back to PDP and contest for presidential election than being in LP, because that party, my people, look at what Arabambi and Apapa did during the course process when they are, challenging the outcome of presidential election 2023. Like, Arabambi and Apapa did everything possible in order to sabotage Peter Obi winning that court case. But right now, look at what he's saying. Now, he's no longer fighting Abura. Now, Abura, Arabambi, and Apapa, they are now fighting. They are in war with Peter Obi. Then, how can Peter Obi succeed while he is surrendering himself with enemies? My people, is it not high time for Peter Obi to come out from LP? For me, just as I've said before, Abura can never be trusted. Like, that man has been compromised. So the agenda now is also to sabotage Peter Obi come 2027. So it is very, very important and even better for Peter Obi to even go back to PDP instead of still staying in LP and contest 2027 presidential election. This really shows that indeed politics is a dirty game. So my people, let me allow you guys so that you can watch the full video and see what this man called Arabambi said here. He's no longer shouting, like, this man shamed. They shame me, honestly.
Well, thank you for having me.
Let me start with you, Mr. Arabambi. First, are you obedient?
No, I'm not a member of the I'm a member of the Labour Party.
So you're not obedient?
No,
okay.
I'm not.
But let's also deal with your position in the party, because we know it has been under contention, and that's why you notice I just called your name. So you have Mr. Obi, and there's you as well. Who is the National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party? So we can clear that before we delve into the other matters.
Well, I have the instruction of the National Chairman to be here this morning.
Which National Chairman?
Of course, Julius Abura, in my capacity as the National Public Secretary, and I will, shed more light on that in the course of the program.
Okay, so just to be clear, because those are things we need to take out of the road before we move forward.
I have a lot, yes.
You and Mr. Abura, you are in talking terms now. You are now back together.
Yes, 100%.
But does he have a right to appoint who the publicity secretary? Isn't that the
No, I've been appointed before. It was disobedient Peter Obi, that actually came to alter the status quo, and we've been able to know who is our foe, who is our friend. So we, the original chieftain, owner of Labour Party, all of us have come back.
There was a convention that he emerged the National Publicity Secretary.
Who?
Mr. Ifo.
Yeah, that's why I said, there are a lot of, explanation, to that. And that's why you see us come back.
The argument here is it's great to hear that you and Mr. Abura are in the same ship.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Some level of stability, perhaps. But Mr. Julius Abura is the chairman of the party based on the convention.
No, not based on the convention. Based on our neck in Benin.
Is that
on our neck in Benin?
So what happened to the convention that happened?
Precisely.
You see, the convention. There have been a lot of issues because, there was a restraining order. Remember, in last year, but it was this same Mr. Peter Obi, NLC, that actually, push Julius Abura to disobey that court order until when the Court of Appeal set aside that order in March this year. And when a court give an order, you must obey it, whether it is against you or it is for you. So these same people are now the one even saying we have suspended Abura, somebody had removed Abura, you know, even when they knew all of them planned the convention together, but something, you know, between them happens, and that was why you see Mr. Peter Obi coming out to say, oh, I'm not going to regulate the convention. And even today, the name of all of us from NEC Benin is still on the ANE website. You can Google it. You won't see any changes on the ANE website regarding the national officers. So Mr. Julius Abura was duly elected in Benin as our national chairman of national secretary, while we have Alhaji Farouk from I'm a national vice chairman, Northwest, you know, moving to the national secretary, and I seated there was even the promoter, you know, the mover of that motion.
So are you saying by the records now, whatever happened, where is it Navy now?
Yes.
It's invalid.
INEC did not even give any credence to that, to whatever happened in any way. But why am I here was to set the record straight about misinformation from most of disobedience, about NLC setting up a caretaker committee on the altar that, oh, somebody tenure has expired, somebody tenure has not expired. I think we also need to delve into that, because there have been a lot of misinformation from most of disobedience, but we, you know, that actually piloted the affairs of the party in line with Section 122 of the Nigeria Constitution. That is why yesterday, you know, in our discussion, all of you saw the press release I did yesterday against, you know, Mr. Peter Obi when he was saying obedient and not member of Labour Party, and we are quite happy that at least for now he said obedient and not member of Labour Party. So we wish them well wherever they want to go. Labour Party remain Labour Party. He said obedient and not member of Labour Party. You know, that is fine by us.
Before we begin to explore that, Mr. Arabambi, I'd like you to provide clarity on some issues that you just raised. First of all, since when did this reunion with Mr. Julius Abura happen? And does this mean that all of those charges that you initiated against Mr. Abura have been dropped? You've withdrawn them from court. And in that mix as well, does the convention not give power to the NEC? You're saying that the NEC is, you're here on the authority of the NEC. So does the convention not give power to the NEC? I hope you understand the question, in line with the laws of the Labour Party.
No, what I mean is this: anything done by anybody, you know, during the pendency of a substitute order of a court is a nullity. But what I'm saying is this: these same people fighting with Julius Abura now are the same promoter of that disobedience, you know, to the court order then. Because when Joseph Muazu of the FCT High Court restrained Julius Abura and four others, that was when Alhaji Papa, you know, came on board. But Mr. Peter Obi quickly organized a NEC meeting in Asaba, you know, for expulsion, for suspension. But when the Court of Appeal, you know, gave the judgment in favor of Julius Abura, we are law-abiding, we won't, you know, told the part of anybody, you know, disobeying court order. Because it's going to bring anarchy. That was respected, and, you know, we as a party, all of us decided to come together, you know, it's someone for a peace meeting between us. And that was when we got to know that the obedience they are talking about, they even have their own hidden agenda. And that hidden agenda is not in consonant with, you know, the spirit and letter of those of us in Labour Party. And that what causes, you know, the division between them and Julius Abura.
So the thinking now.
So when did this reunion happen, and have you withdrawn all those charges against Mr. Abura?
As we speak now, we are 100% with Julius Abura, Alhaji Papa, all of us, you know, all of us in crisis, because it's happened in APC, it's happened in PDP, but are you getting me? All of us, you know, we are back, you know, to the party, so that we will now be able, you know, to push aside, you know, all these political party strangulators.
The question is, have you dropped the charges? It's a straight question.
No, we are not the one, you know, that, you know, fight the charges.
But you brought the charges even on to live studio.
That's what I'm saying.
To them.
No, we were not the one that brought the charges. You know, it was the police, you know, that put the charges. But do not forget, why those charges were subsisting, including thank God that will come online now. All of them came here, another TV station, to say, oh, Court of Correctional Jurisdiction are not found Abura guilty. That was, you know, what they were promoting then, even including Peter Obi and LNC Joe Ajero. And do not forget, it was in that same secretariat that Joe Ajero invaded that secretariat against us, you know, calling us all manner of names, including rodent. It was in the same secretariat that NSC invaded, you know, to ask Abura to leave. it was in the course of it that, okay, we have to go the way of PDP and APC, settle our own, the remaining is with the police. But politically, we will not allow, the crisis, to fester for so long that will not allow Mr. Peter Obi to take a part to go and join Atiku, just like the way they are doing. So we knew their plan, and that's why we also said, we need to explore political solution for, between ourselves. And when Court of Appeal, reinstated Abura, and he called for a peace meeting, we thought we don't have any choice that to say, he called us that, we must not allow most of these, political gladiators to take away the party. They want to seize the party, just for them to use it in 2027. Please, my brother, come together. Let us all come together. Let us all become one body. Since Court of Appeal just set aside that, purported, the judgment in March 2024, every other thing done between March 2023 to 2024 by Julius Abura, is a nullity. So that was why he called for us to come together. Let us all come together at least and form a formidable front. So as we speak now,
right,
all of us in Labour parties, we have become one body against the obedient and Mr. Peter Obi.
So you don't believe that Mr. Abura is a forger? I remember that case, perjury.
No, I said
forgery.
that is pending before the police.
But you personally don't believe he forged anymore?
So you are not getting us. The matter is pending.
I know, but you personally, do you used to see him as someone who forged? Because that was what you were saying, that the police has evidence.
The incident happened and the police are investigating.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
So, but for you,
but for us, as far as we are concerned, now as a political party, if Peter Obi himself, did not see any reason with us then, and the police, are yet to, carry out the investigation, and even the court said no, this man, we set him free. For this better known to them, because I am not here to criticize, the judgment. But don't forget, we have even filed an appeal before the Supreme Court over that judgment.
So let's talk about the directorate.
Yes.
So this directorate now, are you saying obedience should now register? Who's going to head this directorate? What is the essence of this directorate which you have set up? Because you also said that there are two kinds of obedience. Yes. There are obedience in Labour Party and those you described as obedience IPOB wing. And I imagine that a lot of people would take exception to that, particularly obedience. So how is this going to work?
Well, thank you very much. In line with section of Article 14 of our Constitution, the chairman and NWC have the power to create all those, those appointments. But I think probably what went wrong was because Mr. Peter Obi, felt more comfortable with some group of obedient against the other. Why do I say so? In the NSC promoted National Caretaker Committee, Peter Obi even sent his spokesperson. And I want to correct Nigeria. We don't have obedient campaign. Every campaign has been dissolved by all the political parties. Nobody is campaigning against anybody. Dr. Julius Tanko could be referred to as media assistance or the spokesperson of Mr. Peter Obi. We should not be mentioning Obidati because we are not campaigning. INEC has not opened a presidential campaign so that they can get that further because it's only Labour Party that is still using that name, acronym, as if to say maybe we are in a sort of contest with the city president. Now, regarding the directorate, this same Mr. Peter Obi that is complaining now was the one that ceded a lot of obedience to Joe Ajero to be appointed in the national committee, this interim committee headed by former NSC president Abdul Omar. A man respected so much. But when Julius Abura and us, we start together that okay, there are some obedient that say, look, we don't like the way Mr. Peter Obi is going. Let us pitch our tent here so that we can have a new Nigeria of our dream. Then he now came out to say, obedient are not loyal to anybody. Now, if you are not loyal to anybody, then who submitted the list to Joe Ajero for them to be appointed as member? I have their names here. Member of the National Caretaker Committee. Even though it is illegal, they know. Mr. Peter Obi supported it. He supported it 100%. He sent Dr. Julius Tanko there to go and meet them. He supported it. Dr. Julius Tanko even read his own statement there, during the inauguration, of people I will call.
So from what we're seeing now, Mr. Arabambi, the war has moved from Mr. Lamidi Apapa, yourself, Mr. Arabambi, against Julius Abura and his team, to now you, Julius Abura, against Peter Obi and the obedient movement. Is that what we're dealing with?
Yes, that is what we are dealing with presently now, because they have a mission to use Labour Party as a tool to destabilize Nigeria, and that is what Abure told them. No. Nigeria might be surprised that what they call the friction between Julius Abure and Mr. Peter Obi, it is just simple for one singular reason. Julius Abure will not allow anybody to promote Labour Party as a party that will divide Nigeria in future. Right. That was the division, and he has to retrace his head back,
Sorry, Kyle, just before he goes, what happens to Oluchi? Is she part of your team?
Oluchi, as we speak now, has decided, to move over to Mr. Peter Obi's side.
That's a national. Oluchi is for the national treasurer that was suspended.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Arabambi, we have to thank you so much. I wonder if this will then lead to you making a decision. I'm talking to Mr. Abure about Mr. Peter Obi. Maybe are you planning to suspend him or take decisive action?
Well, I don't think it's a question of suspension. He has made the point clear that
he's still a member of the Labour Party.
No, with the way we are looking at him now, he doesn't seem to want to work with Labour Party, because what he wants to do for them was to plan, the suspension of Abure, which it is otherwise null and void. That's number one. Number two.
Okay, quickly.
Number two, if he wants to stay in Labour Party, he must respect the party constitution. He's just a member of the party. He's not the leader of the party. The error most of them make.
He's not a leader of the party.
What do you mean by?
Yeah, in our Labour Party constitution, now chairman is the leader of the party. We are different from PDP and APC.
Oh, okay.
This was what they thought is operative in our party when they were coming from PDP. The national chairman is the leader, is in our constitution.
So if you have a presidential, if somebody that won the presidency,
yes,
and you have a national chairman, who is now who is going to be the leader?
Our constitution does not,
No. He's
the national chairman. And let me tell you, we have a president. My father, was a member of UPN. The president's seat before the national chairman of UPN will come. APN. UPN, even when Awolowo is, the one running for president, the national chairman, Awolowo will have to be on ground before the national chairman. Even when they stay, Arabambi will be there before the national chairman
We have to anchor at this point. Clearly, this is not the end, but we have to thank you so much, Mr. Arabambi. It's quite interesting to see that the enemy of my enemy
is now
my friend. Thank you so much for your time.
It is indeed interesting and quite shameful that this man called Arabambi can be this shameless. My people, do you guys saw how he was so calm talking? Hey, this is first time seeing this man talking like human being. Like he was not shouting again. Like it is unbelievable that also Abure can be this cheap. My people, we know that we can never trust Abure. But being against Peter Obi, for what reason, my people? For what reason? Hey, my people, like this is really, really getting interesting. But it's high time for obedience to advise Peter, because any place Peter Obi go, now that place where they go. We don't belong to any party. So it's high time for Peter Obi to rethink, at least go back to PDP for now and negotiate so that he will become the presidential candidate of PDP come 2027. I don't know how this is going to work, but Peter Obi still staying in the Labour Party, it is going to be very, very difficult, because a lot of enemies, that are ready to sabotage 2027 presidential election, like they are warming up. So Peter Obi staying in the Labour Party for me is a waste of time. So it's high time for Peter Obi to rethink and make a decision where he is going. So my people, that is it. As let me bring this update for you to see what this Arabambi man is saying again about Peter Obi, how they are now against Peter Obi with Abure. This is interesting. My people, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. And if today is your first time, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Yes, my people, I will see you guys in my next one. Goodbye for now.